Hi guys, Gabby Chung here for Celebuzz. Joining me is Rotman from MTV's Happyland. Great to have you here.
Thanks, Gabby. How are you?
Awesome.
Good.
We're very excited about MTV's Happyland.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, why don't you start us off and tell us a little bit about your character in the show?
So I play Theodore Chandler, and my family created the park, and my father and myself and my brother just moved back. My father took the role of president. I'm now the creative director, so I run all of the characters and the guides and kind of just make sure everyone's doing their job, keep people in check. I'm kind of a hard ass, with a little bit of a softer side, so you don't like hate me too much. And yeah, I'm kind of like moving people around like chess pieces.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting.
Now, I know when the show debuted, or when you guys hit the TCA circuit, there was a lot of buzz because when we all saw the trailer, there was a nice little
twist.
Family unfriendly twist about a secret brother and sister
Well, usually
romance.
when you have your family and you give them a kiss, it's it's non-sexual. This happened to be sexual, without the sex part, just a kiss. But it's interesting. It's like, what do you do when obviously most people aren't kissing their brother or sister, but they didn't know, and like, what do you do when you find out something like that? How do you react? How do you deal with it? And it's kind of, if you're kids in high school or whatever, you fall in love or you start to like one of your friends, girlfriends or boyfriends. You obviously can't do anything about it. How do you deal with it? And so I think people will be able to relate to it in that aspect. But yeah, it's a little twist.
Now, I heard that you actually channeled a little bit of Scott Disick in your audition.
I did. When I walked into the room, I did all the scenes, and the casting director was like, "That was great." I feel like this character is. Do you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Of course.
And I said, "I don't," but they're like, "You know who Lord Disick is, Scott Disick?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know who that is." And they said, "We want you to channel that." I was like, "Okay, that could be fun." So yeah, I did it. I added a little bit of like cockiness to it, and it played out. And kept doing that. The next couple auditions I went in and kept channeling that, and I guess it worked because here I am.
Are you a fan of the Kardashians, or are you a fan of Lord Disick?
I'm not either. Or not a fan. Not a fan. I'm just not really big into reality TV, so I don't really watch it that much. But props for them to do what they're doing.
Yeah, well, you got the role, so
yeah, exactly. Thank goodness for him, anyways. Because if it weren't for him, I don't know who I'd be channeling.
Do you say that's one of your more memorable audition experiences?
Yes, in the sense that usually they're like, we want you to play this a little, instead of just being like, we want you to play this cocky or sweeter, they were just like, do you know who this is? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, do him. And I was like, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
Have you ever had any like less than stellar auditions? Any embarrassing audition experiences?
Absolutely. There's been times where I'm reading with the casting people and their phone goes off, or I was auditioning for the first Superman, and there was a bang on the door, and I just kept going, and there was another bang on the door, and so I just started adding it into my scene as I was Clark Kent, and I was telling them to hold the news and stuff like that. And finally they just busted in, and I was like, oh god. All right, well, we're obviously cutting. Yeah, I've had some pretty good ones and some pretty awful ones. I just can't remember the lines. No matter what I do, can't remember the lines.
Now, you've also been chosen as one of Celebuzz's fall breakout stars.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What got you into acting in the first place?
It's kind of something I always wanted to do. Growing up, I always had like the 1980s Back to the Future, camera on my shoulder, and would film everything. I still actually have it and use it, which is kind of cool. And just kind of got in. Always wanted to do it. Growing up, I didn't have that outlet in my high school, so I went to Texas Tech College. I kind of started doing plays and fell in love with it. Came out here one summer and kind of just decided to pick up and move and give it a shot. And 10 years later,
here you are.
Yeah.
Is there, looking back...
That's Celebuzz.
Yeah, exactly. That's Celebuzz in Hollywood.
Yeah, right.
Looking back, do you think you would have done anything differently, changed anything?
No, because I think everything I've done in my life has gotten me to this point, and anything that I would consider like a mistake or whatever, I'll obviously learn from and made myself better from. Or so I think everything that I've done, whether good or bad, you got to take something from it. So I try and learn from everything.
Awesome.
So yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
And looking to the future, any big upcoming projects?
Happyland. Other than that, just waiting for it premieres next month, so waiting for that to kind of happen, and see where it goes from there.